Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are 2024 now. I know I ain't posting like 2 weeks, but it was the holidays and stuff like that. I had to take the time to myself, and I know other people had their time. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna do a Q&A, and all these questions that I have did not come from me. So, and the people who did give them to me, like I'm actually really shocked that they weren't as graphic as I thought they were gonna be. Well, yeah, so we're gonna do this little Q&A real quick. Then we're gonna start a little light. So, do I believe in marriage? Um, I don't believe in the the regular concept of marriage, I guess you could say. I don't know. I feel like you can be married without being married, if that makes sense. Like if like I want me and my person's connection should be as if we already got the ring and signed papers. I feel like marriage is really just an extra symbolism to add to it. But I don't really think marriage, like getting a ring and having the wedding and the paper, is what makes a marriage. So yeah, I do believe in marriage and I don't believe in marriage. I guess you could say. All right, what else we got? Um, have I ever been arrested? Yeah, I have been arrested more than once, but I only went to jail one time. And we're gonna leave it at that. We're not going back down that road anymore. We'll leave that where it's at. So, let's see. 3 big goals for the new year. Who? Okay, so one of them is definitely gonna be growing my YouTube. I really want to have at least over 1,000 subscribers. And then I'm also right now on the side working on like modeling, or setting up a portfolio, doing stuff like that. There's also something else that I've started getting into. We won't talk about it on the channel, but yeah, I send that out personally. If you're on my social medias, you'll know. So yeah, growing my YouTube channel and my modeling and everything that I'm doing in that area. 2 other goals. I really want to finish my GED so I can. Well, I was thinking about real estate, but now I'm thinking more of like just getting into business. Not really sure. You know, school's not really. I don't really care for it. But when it comes to this getting bigger and professional, I'm pretty sure stuff like that will help. The third one, my third goal, to where I can invest not only just in myself, but like other things or other companies or other people, stuff like that. So yeah, those are my three goals for this year. Um, what is my biggest fear and why? Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say like death, dying, but really, I think I would be more scared of like my one of my family members, like my sister, or like my mom or something, like dying in front of me, or like getting stabbed to death or something like that. Like I don't know. I think that's too much. On a minor scale though, spiders. Terrified of spiders. I don't play with spiders. It's just not for me. Um, why do I want to do YouTube? Honestly, I didn't even know if I really wanted to do this. I just know that like I was picking a bunch of stuff up and I wasn't like finishing it, or I would just end up stopping or getting interested. And I told myself, I was like, well, the next thing I pick up, I'm not dropping it. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care how many times I change my mind. I'm just gonna go with it. And I hate being in front of the camera. Like I'm so a behind the scenes type of person that it's weird that I ended up picking this and sticking with it. So I guess you could say in the beginning I started YouTube just because Um, I wanted to start something and to go all the way through it and see what it does. But I think now since I've gotten into it, my goal is really to network. You know, also to bring people, like real life stories, real life, experiences and stuff like that. But definitely using it as something to get my foot in the door and just kind of start building a little bit of a reputation, if that makes sense. Let's see. What is my favorite and worst thing about myself? Hmm. Okay. So I would say the worst thing that I feel about myself would be like my anxiety, my self confidence, or like, that people pleasing stuff, or like I'll end up doing stuff for somebody knowing I don't want to, or, like just not being able to say no. I don't like that. My anxiety is that's definitely something I'm working on. My favorite thing about myself, I feel like when I get comfortable with you, I feel like my favorite thing about myself would be the way that I talk. That's not for like public though. Normally I'm real quiet and reserved, but once I get to know you, for the people that know me, I feel like I don't know. I like how I talk. I like my conversation. Let's see what else we got. Best advice ever given. Don't trust you. Let me stop. Best advice ever given would be, and my grandma had said this, and I was at in Charlotte at the time, starting over, getting my life together, and I came back down here to visit and ended up getting stuck out here. I was talking to my grandma, and I was like, I feel like I'm going backwards, and she she sat there and told me, she was like, just because it might look physically like you're going backwards, you're really not going backwards. You came really far. There's a lot of things that aren't the same, you know, aside from the physical. So I guess, yeah, I could say the best advice would be, don't always look at where you're at physically so much, you know, because 9 times out of 10, that's just like a small aspect of it, or it plays a small part. So yeah, I would definitely say that was probably the best advice I've ever had. Um, Most embarrassing thing I've ever done. I know I've done so many embarrassing things. I have no idea. Like I couldn't. The list is so long. Okay, well I give like two minor ones, and with this one was recent. But I was about to get into this club, and they had a little folder that had a Cash App thing on it, where you could Cash App to pay to get in or whatever. And but I was already so lit, and I didn't really fully understand what you were saying, so I just sat there and threw my Cash App card on the paper. And he's like, no, he's like, you have to type it in. I was like, my bad, man. I'm already lit. What's another one? I don't know. There's so many. I really can't remember, but like the usual, Also, especially with females, when you get too lit and you gotta pee outside, you just gotta go where you gotta go. I mean, it's not really a big embarrassing skill, but I don't know. When I remember more, I'll get back with y'all on that, maybe, depending on what it was. All right, what else we got? Let's see. All right, next question. What's the most? No, would I move out of America? Yes, I would. I don't know 100% for sure because I haven't been out the country to actually see other countries. But from what I know, I definitely would move out of America. I really want an island. Well, I'm gonna have an island for sure. Um, but yeah, I'll move out of America. Would I learn sign language? Absolutely. Honestly, I want to learn that before I learn anything else. And I think only just because you never know if you might. Well, I guess even if you did get caught in a sticky situation, if the other person don't know sign language, it's pointless. But I don't know. I just think it's cool because you don't gotta talk. But yeah, I definitely learned sign language. Biggest regret of 2023. Now let's do this. What's the most dangerous thing I ever did? The most dangerous thing I ever did. I think the most dangerous thing would probably be I was going like over 100 miles per hour, and because somebody was chasing. It's about that. Actually, I'm gonna do a story time on that. But yeah, so somebody was chasing me or whatever. So I'm going like over 100, and I'm also like swerving into oncoming traffic. Like it was wild. I might actually do the story time tonight for that one because I had totally forgot about that. But yeah, I think that was the most dangerous. And then we were going. I was speeding like that on and off the interstate like for at least 10 to 20 minutes. Like and we didn't nobody stopped us. It was crazy. Like I don't even know. That was just wild. And the person in the car with me, like, I'm surprised they wasn't like tripping and spazzing out, like, cause their life was in my hands at the time, and I was just going. So, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do that story time because I gotta hear that story. Last question. Biggest regret of 2023 and why? No, I won't say I have a lot of regrets, but I would say not spending enough time with family for sure. Like it's so easy to get caught up like in life and you stressed out with other stuff and you know everything's so distracting and you just don't take that time out with your people and they gone and so forth. So it's just like I think definitely I regret that. I think I also regret making certain decisions with like relationships with people, even friendships. I don't know. I feel like I've done some crazy stuff. We just gonna leave it at that. That's it. But yeah, so we're gonna end it right here. Definitely coming back with another video. We will not be taking any more pauses like this for that long. Like I said, the holidays was around, so just trying to get that little time. Birthday month, by the way, end of this month. It's about to be so lit. Definitely recording all of that. Y'all definitely got to see that. But yeah, I'm signing out. I see y'all in the next clip.